Hey, we're at WonderCon 2015 in Anaheim, California, and we want to talk about one of the movies we saw, the DC Entertainment animated film Batman vs. Robin. This is kind of the sequel to The Son of Batman, which was released last year. And what'd you think of it?
It's good. It really does just continue the Son of Batman story. It's I think the fourth film in this particular continuity with this Batman. It's if you saw the Son of Batman, it's basically the same animation style. Just the action is way amped up.
Insane.
It
was. They were beating up children. And not necessarily children. I mean, Robin got the shit beat out of him a couple times, but
no, children
were
being
being. Well,
children were being,
but they were like
by Batman.
But they were like mutated children. So were they really children?
They were mutant children.
They were mutant. Okay, so they were mutant children. But it was pretty entertaining watching Batman just go off on these kids, throwing them around, punching them in the faces.
He held it back a little bit.
He hugs a child.
Yeah, his son.
There's another one in there.
Oh, that's right. There was. But yeah, it was a really, at least I thought it was a fun movie. It was entertaining. The story was pretty solid. The characters were good.
It's very much a father-son tale. The first one, Son of Batman, kind of introduces the interplay between those characters. But in this one, you can actually really see the father-son dynamic working together.
You see those issues kind of brought up in the first one where Bruce Wayne doesn't know how to raise a kid. It's all kind of bubbles to the surface.
I don't think Bruce Wayne will ever know how to raise a child.
Yeah, and Damian Wayne is not Dick Grayson, for sure. So, he was trained by the League of Assassins, which gives him a completely different slant and take. I mean, he's what, 12 or 13, but he might have 10. Oh, that's
he's
right.
10.
But he might as well be like 25 or 30, just with the amount of stuff he's lived through.
And it's really interesting watching him fight because you have this little 10-year-old kid just demolishing these big, buff bad guys, just kicking them around, throwing them around.
Yeah, that was
slamming their faces in, and this, it's like, this is just a little kid, but I mean, it's an animated series.
He's Bruce Wayne's son. He's Batman's son, so he does have a particular.
But was Batman doing that when he was 10 years old?
No, but he wasn't trained by the League of Assassins since he was born.
But could a 10-year-old really take like a 250-pound guy and like throw him over his shoulder? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then there's a whole aspect of, I never read the comics, the Hall of Owls? Court of Owls?
Court of Owls.
And that was a pretty cool storyline.
It was.
There was a guy, we posted part of a video, where this guy just rambles on for like 2 minutes about the comic book. It's like, this is a different kind of, this is not a direct adaptation. This isn't within our own continuity.
Yeah, they kind of took the comic as inspiration and then pulled from other elements and then threw in some of their own and mixed it together and made the movie.
Yeah, which makes it fun for people who are familiar and becomes something new.
Yeah. I know we were talking earlier and you had some issues with the animation.
Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the amount of action in these films. I think they do pretty good fan service in terms of that. But the animation's awful. Like, there's no, going
consistency-wise.
Second to second, faces are morphing. It just looks like completely different people.
They couldn't unless someone's wearing a mask, they couldn't keep the faces on model.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of Bruce Wayne, and you're just like...
Yeah, and his face, at one point it looks like Bruce Wayne, and then at another point it looks like a different Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Within the same scene, it just looks like, hey, there's Bruce Wayne. Hey, there's Hispanic Bruce Wayne.
Hey, there's big chin Bruce Wayne. It wasn't consistent. I mean, that might come down to the producer not pushing the animation house to get the quality up to
I mean, obviously, it's under
Yeah,
under budget.
Yeah, they don't have.
Yeah,
they don't.
They don't
break,
have
yeah.
the money to.
They
like,
break even doing
But,
these
a,
things.
but
Exactly.
a good producer can crack the whip on that kind of stuff. So
Exactly.
But if you liked Son of Batman, this you're going to be very happy with.
Yeah,
this.
you'll be
It's-
extremely
it's-
pleased with how this turned out.
It's the sequel plus more action.
Yeah. So check it out when you get a chance.